Hey there, three-step community. How are you? Coming to you really, really quick on Thursday. I'm all confused as to what day it is. I traveled Tuesday just for one night and got in at midnight. Really quick. Talk about hot mess express goal setting. So real life is messy, right? And when I say messy, I don't necessarily mean like messy, but it's just messy, right? Like you plan your night the night before, you say, these are my three things that I'm going to do. Here's my to-do list. And you wake up in the morning and you say, I'm going to get started this day. And does it always go as planned? No. Most of the time, does it go as planned? No. So if real life is messy, then why do we think goal setting shouldn't be a little messy? Okay, let me back up. We've got all this like traditional goal setting, right? Like we've got traditional goals, we've got things we want. Sometimes we got to do with little things, little non-traditional. Sometimes the 5 steps to goal setting may not work for us. We're creative people. We're out here doing things on our own terms. We're writing blogs. We're creating content. We're like graphic designers, right? We are in our direct sales business, but we've got a little spin on things, right? We're doing things our way. So I think sometimes we should set our goals that way. So here's the thing. New decade's coming, 2020, leaving a decade, entering into 2020, lots of great things. So most of us can say, I want this thing in 2020, whatever the thing is. It could be to be debt-free. It could be to pay off something, to go on a trip, to earn an incentive award, to have so many clients, whatever it is. We see those goals and we can set those goals. So easy. Lose 20 pounds, whatever it is. We can set that goal. We can see ourselves, visualize ourselves living in that goal, actually ending there. So we set this big goal. And then we sit down and we're like, okay, so how are we going to do it? And so we're like, what do we do in month 1? What do we do in month 2? And we're kind of like, oh, well, we've got this big goal, so we got to do all these big things to get there. And so we start thinking about all the big things, and what do? We start getting the fear sets in, fear of failure. We start getting overwhelmed before we even start. Imposter syndrome, like we haven't done that before. What makes we think we can do that again? We start comparing ourselves to other people. Imposter syndrome, like who would want to hear that from me? Who would want to buy that from me? All those things get in our mind. We've got this big goal that we've already seen ourselves in. But before, when we sit down and talk about it and make the plan, we talk ourselves out of it. We're like, no, I think my goal today is to drink 8 ounces of water. And I'm not going to knock that because that's part of my plan. So we have all these big goals, and then we've got this area over here that says you can't do it. So where are we going to focus? In the middle. We're going to focus in the middle because the magic happens in the middle when you get back to basics and you keep it simple. And you start off with 8 ounces of water today. And then tomorrow you do 16 ounces. And you see small results and small wins. Because what is a big goal? A series of small goals, actions, and steps. We're going to do focus areas. We're not even going to call it a goal. If a goal makes you be like, we're going to call it a project. We're going to call it a focus area. But hey, Nilo, but the thing is, we're going to call it whatever it is we want to call it to make it work for us. We're going to chunk it down. And I know that sounds easy for maybe me, but it's going to be easy for you too because I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you stay accountable because we all know how it is. We go to conferences. We go to year-end things. You listen to me and you get all rah, I can do it. And then when everybody goes home and you're home, you're thinking, it sounded good, but I can't. So we're going to get back to basics. We're going to bring it back to the middle because real life is messy. So sometimes our goal planning needs to be messy too. That doesn't mean it won't get done. And so it's kind of like reframing what it is we want to do and how we want to do it in our terms. We're going to focus on the strategy so that when we implement, you can figure out what works best for you. No longer will there be any stops. We're always going to have like derailments. We're always going to have distractions. We're always going to have things, but how we conquer that and how we build that into our day and how we dust ourselves off and keep ourselves going when that happens, that's going to be the key. I'm not going to sell you a pipe dream that you're never going to be scared, afraid, that you're never going to have imposter syndrome. Sure, I do the same thing, but we're going to talk about the strategies to overcome that and how to keep going and to support each other. So drop me a heart. Let me know that you are in, You're all about the magic in the middle. That's going to be the key word, magic in the middle. So let me know in the comments if you're ready for the magic in the middle. And I'll talk to you all soon.